Is it important to understand other ways of thinking? Well, definitely, these classes taught me that it is important because, goddamn, there are a lot of countries, there are a lot of cultures, there are a lot of cultures in just one country, there are a lot of people. The world is full of different cultures, different societies, different environments, different habits, different. Goddamn, there are a lot of people, and every individual are different. So, what is the importance of understanding another ways of thinking? And when I say understanding, I doesn't exactly needs to mean like being in favor or approving or being agree with that with the another way of thinking, but only the fact of understand them, and know that your opinion is not more important or less important than another opinion just because you're, for example, a white guy in Colombia. Why is it for me important to understand another ways of thinking? Basically, I believe that there are three reasons why I believe it is very important, which are the emotional, the intellectual, and the socially one. Those three factors are really important to answer this question. But for answering the question why it is important to understanding another ways of thinking, basically understanding expands your mind, expands your social perspective of the world, of the human being. Also, for example, it builds for yourself empathy and tolerance for the people, which I do believe it are some things that needs to be taken into account for answering this question, because that's a knowledge you need to have in order to raise, in order to increase, in order to improve as a human being. And I can tell you another list that I just wrote, but basically I just told you the more important ones that I believe. It, for example, also promotes peace and cooperation. It is essential for problem solving and innovation. That one I remember that it's something that we have talked about in class. Essential for problem solving and innovation. We have seen cases that, I mean, we have seen organizations, global organizations, that try to how can I say this, like they get all those opinions, they get all that knowledge, understand, and they understand another ways of thinking, trying to solve problems, which is something really important, which is something also really really hard, because we have philosophy questions here, and we got to choose between cultures and likes, and someone would be agree and someone would be disagree. But definitely, taking into account the first question I just asked, that it is important to understand other ways of thinking, I do believe that the answer is yes, because it is the best for yourself.